What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. A lot of things going on in this show this week as we kick it off with Diener. Basically, we're talking about what happened last week with Eric Young, I guess, being killed off the show. And I know there's a lot of red, tint screens around him. He talked about eliminating the disease and whatnot, and that Violent Design wasn't a group, design, or a faction. It was a movement, he said. And, weak movements fade and, die, but only right ones can still stay alive and whatnot. And that this movement has been reborn now, has been cleansed in the blood of the designer. And, now he's got Alan Angels and Big Khan there. And talked about with Sammy Callahan. You destroy Eric Young by handing, Eric Young his last loss, I guess, in his company now, since, apparently Eric Young is headed back to the WWE. Basically, Diener went on to say that, they cut off the head of Violent by Design, but 3 heads grew back in place of it now. So later on tonight, it's going to be Big Khan versus Sammy Callahan. We did kick off the match with the tag team titles on the line. The Motor City Machine Guns, who are the New Japan Strong Tag Team Champions, versus Heath and Rhino. Basically, this match ended in a DQ and whatnot. It ended up with Matt Cardona and Brian Myers coming out to interfere, basically causing no contest and whatnot. I guess it's just to probably make it a triple threat tag team going on for this with the titles on the line, with the Guns, the major players, and Heath and Rhino. Some would even wonder how long Cardona may even be here right now, because it's been a lot of rumors and reports lately about him. He may be going back to the WWE also, because Chelsea Green is apparently going back. So, I don't know, but that's the whole rumor that's been going on right now. Scott D'Amore was talking to Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander still want a piece of Bully Ray and everything. He said he's going to go out tonight and do something about it. Scott D'Amore basically said, doesn't like the path what he's taking, but he respects it. Johnny Swinger and Dicky Dice showed up, I guess, basically wanting a title shot and everything. D'Amore said, all you got to do is win. You got a shot if you win 50 matches. Okay? And I said, so you tell me that's a chance, right? So that happened. Mickey James and Jordan Grace were doing, I guess, a promotional photo shoot for Hard to Kill in the upcoming match. Basically, they talked about, hey, we respect each other and everything, but, they're not going to take it easy on each other. Mickey says, I earned to get this title shot. Not Chelsea, but Jordan Grace basically went on to say, man, I respect you, okay? But I respect you enough to still retire you at the same time. So she said she was going to go on and do that. As Jordan Grace held the title up, as Mickey said, this is what it's all about, right? This is all what it's about. So yeah, I did like that segment. Taya went against Savannah Evans. Savannah Evans ended up getting the win. Basically, I guess, since they're going for those knockouts tag titles, so they gotta, get some credibility on Savannah and Tasha Steelz after they lost at Overdrive. Yeah, Taya taking the L here. But sometimes I wonder what this Death Dolls thing is going. It was good to see Rosemary and Taya back in general still as a team, but some things I kind of wonder, if they need to get Taya back into the main title picture, because wasn't she the longest Knockouts champion for over a year, if I remember? So, don't know whenever they'll go back to that or go back to try to get the title. Don't know when will that happen, but right now they got her in a tag team. I know they showed a video package of Chris Bay and Ace Austin, since they are in the New Japan Super Junior Tag Team tournament right now. They have 6-2 going on. I watched some of their matches, what's been going on in New Japan, and see how they've been doing. Really good. Glad they actually get to use their music over there too from Impact. So they've been doing pretty good. Chris Bay and Ace Austin seem pretty over in New Japan, so good for them. Moose was beating up Bhupinder Guhar, telling him Joe Hendry better believe in him. Delirious was in the back, kind of promo with a lot of green lights, which you can't understand any words he says, but he talked about launching Eddie Edwards' career 10 years ago, and he said he wasn't wearing a mask, and, he wants to face him. It's kind of funny. I know he's the former head booker of ROH. But I'm surprised I'm having booking that ROH show for this Saturday. Kind of funny. Um, Violent by Design had a new entrance. No more yellow t-shirts and stuff. Diener now being called the Design. Kind of like just some regular clothes out there, casual. I don't say they weren't wearing all white, but it wasn't the yellow t-shirts as usual. So a different, like I said, this is a whole new redesign and reboot for Violent by Design. So it's different now. I know they did get involved in the match with Callahan. Big Con ended up hitting his finisher for the win, um, beating them. So, like I said, I'm interested to see what is going to happen now, given that uh, Diener is now the leader, which you got to give this guy a lot of credit, okay? Because I remember this guy back in TNA from damn near over 10 years ago when he was like being like the Larry Cable Guy gimmick and basically being a comedy dude and kind of coming back doing the same thing. But then when they put him with Eric Young, he had a whole new change. Just everything changed about him. A more serious version now with a new haircut and all that. So good to see him get in this type of spot. I want to see what happens with him as the leader. I know they had a Trey Miguel video package, and him with this new gimmick with the spray paint now. They talked about him spraying it green and defacing the title. Hey, was it the face when I tattooed the X Division title on my leg and stuff? And talked about disrespectful. He's about to use his can again to Crazy Steve. Say he was going to get him after he did the Black Taurus and stuff, and there are going to be consequences. Josh Alexander was headed to the ring. Dreamer tried to stop him, but he said he was headed out there. He was back. He wanted Bully Ray right now for this open challenge. Like, even if you lose, you still get another title shot at Hard to Kill. But Bully showed up on the screen. That's a hell of an offer, but you need to be looking out for your wife right now. After he showed several photos of his wife, getting beat up by Bully Ray from Overdrive, and just all the pictures he kept showing. It's a picture of 1,000 words. He's got the power driver, power bomb, and grabbing her by her hair and stuff. Bully said, I'm not going against my word. I told you I was going to do, okay? I shook your hand. I looked you in the eye. And now I'm going to face you at Hard to Kill. So I'm not going to do this match right now. Speedball Mike Bailey came out there and said, hey, if he's not going to do a challenge, it's still open, I'll do it. So we didn't get Josh Alexander versus Speedball Mike Bailey for the world title. Very good promo by Bully Ray, but I was surprised by this match with Josh and Speedball, which I'm like, man, you think they should be doing this right now and maybe save this for a pay-per-view or something? Holy shit, I didn't know they were going to take up the whole hour of the show. Because I was like, man, that's a lot of commercial breaks for this match. Because this match kind of started near the top of the hour. And it was going on through several commercial breaks, which they even said that they were going to be running overtime for Impact by another few minutes. And they wouldn't stop until they ended this match. And that Eddie Edwards and Delirious was canceled. So canceled and saved for next week. And, Access TV, like I said, they would keep this going. And they went damn near a whole hour. And, man, this was a hell of a match, okay? I'm surprised you don't even have this on pay-per-view or even a plus show. This just happened to happen on a random episode of Impact, okay? And I was surprised. Like I said, I was interested, though. It kept me glued in. It was a hell of a match. Just a lot from... They threw everything in there, just from fatigue to selling to, just exhaustion, damn near. And these guys were just hitting fucking finishers. Of course, Josh is either going to do an angle slam or a styles clash, and just some crazy stuff out there. Even, him hitting the C4 spike a few times before getting the wing after dodging the, ultimate weapon by Speedball. But yeah, this was a hell of a match, okay? Go back and watch this. Go back. And some would say you got to put this on Match of the Year right now, too. For a match that was just random on a random Impact. Not even no build, an open challenge. I didn't think this was going to go the whole hour, okay? Because I'm like, this was something I did not expect to see. Because I'm like, okay, they're going to have some time out there. I didn't know they'd take up the whole hour, the last hour of the show, okay? Like I said, when it was like about a few commercial breaks going, I'm like, damn, is this match going to go through the whole show? But I'm like, shit, keep it going. But they need to come back to this at one point on pay-per-view and do some build for it, okay? Because I'm surprised they just had this random match with Speedball and Josh just killing it out there. All right, that was just insane. And they went overtime. Also. So, I enjoyed this main event. This was one hell of a match. Hell of a show, too. Like I said, a lot of things going on. Just from this main event to the new redesign of Violent by Design to even Trey Miguel's new gimmick and stuff. It was some things going on this Impact this week, especially leading into Hard to Kill pretty soon. So I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this a lot. But yeah, hell of a main event, folks. If you missed this, go back and watch it. Okay, you definitely need to go back and watch it. So go check it out. All right. Apparently they may have posted on YouTube also. But still, check that match out. All right. Other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Twitter at HoodedKnight890. I'm having some teeth problems. I'll see y'all then. Peace out.